I'm following up on my video regarding changes in LLPAs that were implemented by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. It's super important for everybody to understand that Fannie and Freddie are public companies that are under conservatorship. In other words, in 2008, the federal government created the Federal Housing Finance Agency, aka FHFA, and this agency oversees Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac because in 2008, when the markets crashed, we needed to keep Fannie and Freddie in business so that the housing market would eventually be able to recover. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac provide liquidity to the mortgage industry so that we can continue making 30-year fixed-rate mortgages. Without them, the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage simply would not exist. That's why it doesn't exist in a lot of other countries. So Fannie and Freddie have been under government conservatorship for the past 15 years or so, and these most recent LLPA changes is just one of a series of money grabs by these agencies. So what is the end game? What is the purpose? Why are they doing this? The public answer given by FHFA Director Sandra Thompson is that they're trying to help first-time homebuyers, and by doing so, they're decreasing the penalty for having a low credit score, which sounds great. I don't think there's anybody out there that says that we shouldn't help first-time homebuyers, but the reality is that the people that would theoretically be benefited from these changes are not using conventional loans. They're going FHA, which is outside of the box of Fannie and Freddie. And with that said, the lower income, lower credit score home buyers are not actually benefiting from this change. They're just collecting more from the highly qualified buyers, which is why this is clearly a cash grab. So what's going on? What's their end game? The only thing that I can think of is that they're trying to raise enough capital to push Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac out of conservatorship. I think the federal government may be at the point where they're like, it's time to release them, we've got to let them go, but we need to make sure that they have enough cash reserves so that we no longer have to prop them up and they can withstand some market changes. Would it be a good thing if Fannie and Freddie were taken out of conservatorship? Maybe. It depends. It depends on who you are. If you're somebody who invests in real estate or you're looking to buy a second home, then this change would be phenomenal for you. I think that it would cut your cost of borrowing a ton. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer who's struggling to save up for a down payment and may need whatever assistance you can get, pulling Fannie and Freddie out of conservatorship is probably a bad thing in your eyes. Once Fannie and Freddie are out of conservatorship, they're going to be answering to their stakeholders and their shareholders more than they will be the federal government. So they're going to do what's profitable, and that's going to be catering towards those more highly qualified, experienced home buyers. If the end game of this money grab is not to release Fannie and Freddie out of conservatorship, then I don't know what the heck they're doing. But I just wanted to address this because there's so many uneducated comments on various Facebook groups, people who really have no idea what they're talking about, and I just want to shed a little bit of light on the reality of the situation and not the spin that Fox News is putting on this, because per usual, those who are reporting the news don't understand the news or they just don't care. Because keep in mind, news outlets get views and clicks by creating outrage, and that increased outrage, increased visibility leads to increased revenue. So always keep that in mind when you're reading the news. It's super important for industry professionals, whether it's loan officers or real estate agents, to keep up on current events. I can't tell you how many loan officers were shocked to hear that these changes were taking effect May 1st, irregardless of the fact that they had already taken effect at least 30 days ago, because it's loans delivered to Fannie and Freddie on or after May 1st, which takes a minimum of 30 days. So these changes are already baked into the rate sheets. They have been for quite some time. And Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac announced these changes all the way back in January. It's stunning to me how many mortgage professionals just don't care to read the news bulletins that are put out by Fannie and Freddie. They don't keep up with what's trending and happening in the industry. And to me, that's sad. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. If anybody has any questions, give me a shout.